playing the Cuphead weapons and charms. So I've also got Johnny with me again.
Hi there.
Yeah, he's here. Just in case. Um
Yeah.
so first we got the pea shooter.
Love this weapon personally. Very basic.
I feel like
Yeah.
yeah, it's the most average weapon this thing. Thinking
Basic
A?
isn't bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe B because well,
B.
yeah.
Just
It's
why though?
the average of the average.
Alright, fine, let's
Well,
put it
there's
in B.
like if you base it off other weapons, you know, it gets outclassed.
So then we've got Chaser. This was the first thing I bought in the store.
It's all right, I guess. It's pea shooter, but without aiming, and you do less damage. It's great
But
for running guns. That's for sure.
so what do you think?
I was going to
It's
put it in C, but with the running gun,
should we put it in
I would
B?
say B as well.
I'd never say
Yeah.
A because should we put it? I never say
Yeah.
A because obviously it does less damage. But should we put it before or
Yeah.
after? Pea shooter.
Probably before.
All right, not putting a pea shooter. And then we've got roundabout. This is the next gun I bought actually.
It's pea shooter, but better
Pea shooter, but it like comes back.
and does more damage. I think, hopefully,
Does
for a
it do more
second at
damage on the
least.
way it comes back, or does it do more damage on the way it goes?
I think it does the same damage. I think that's a hoax. A hoax that community made. I don't know. I think just flat damage.
So what are we thinking?
I think A is pretty good for it. I love it.
Put it in there. Surely we have to give this one a high one.
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah, S maybe.
Now you might say S, but it has a big downside.
What's
Uh,
that?
it's very close range.
Hmm. I guess it is one of those things that depends which boss you're fighting or
Yeah, but it
which
does have
room
like
actually.
the most DPS. So
Hmm. I'm forgetting to think about the EXs here too. Uh,
oh, you're right. Okay, let's go through them real quick. The ones we've done, at least.
but so Pea Shooter has a good
Uh,
EX because it can even go through the stage.
yeah,
Um,
pretty neat.
and it just like hits them multiple
Chaser,
times. Chaser's kind of I don't like the
you like
Chaser EX whatsoever. I'm sorry.
me neither. It's horrible.
The roundabout one's pretty good.
Roundabout.
It's kind of like the pea shooter one. It's just like just it's roundabout.
Yeah, you kind of have to dodge a projectile if you wanted to do the most damage, since it disappears when it hits you.
And this one it just goes like around you.
It's great for like bosses like Groupie Legrand's final phase
And
and
Beppy Legrand.
other
Let's go
bosses where
for
you can
that
go
one.
inside them without taking damage.
So what are we
Uh,
thinking?
top of
Uh,
A.
Top of A. Let's go.
I think that's close range is like a big downside, but it's also like spread shot. So
Yeah. Then we got the Lubber. I think the Lubber EX is pretty neat.
yeah, it's as simple as the pea shooter, but more damage.
Yeah. So hmm.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, do you know what? Let's put spread shot in S. I think.
Yeah, alright. As I said, anyway. Um
Yes.
so
Okay. Shush. Lobber and A, where spread shot was. I think. I think
alright.
that's yeah.
I mean, personally I prefer the roundabout, but okay. Now we have charge.
Yeah. Sure. This thing has the
Sick.
second best DPS. It loses by like one. It's at 40 DPS. It's pretty cool.
There's just barely any stages where. Now, I'm thinking about. Never mind.
It
This
requires
is
skill. This weapon.
what?
It requires skill
Yeah. It also requires to have like a level where you don't have to jump from platform to platform or something.
unless
It's
you're
hard
just
to
that
charge
good
in
at the
those.
game that you don't even care about it.
So like,
Okay, for the average player, it's probably a B, but for a pro player, probably near top of A or an S.
put it at front B then, I guess.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
also has like an explosion. I
Oh yeah, that's the
never
EX.
use that EX because I've used
Yeah.
it. It did seem very good, but
This just looks like a
yeah,
cannon, to be honest. But um,
kaboomy.
okay. So now we have this one, which a name
Converge.
I can
Okay,
can't remember. Converge.
very situational weapon. Very
I
situational.
feel like there's like one boss, no, more than one, three bosses maybe that you can use it on. Mm,
Yeah.
I would give it like an
The first one I
automatic
think of is
C, but the fact that it
Ribbon
has
Crow.
three, like it actually has three shots, I feel like I have to give it higher. Bottom of B maybe.
Yeah.
All
For
right.
bosses like Ruby and Croaks, it's good since it does like double damage because it pierces through. And the Tipsy Troop, the Liquor Gang, as kind of
The
calls
lick
it,
again.
uh, it does triple damage, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
No, got this. I legit didn't know this was a
It's
weapon
despicable.
because
Oh, wait, we
that.
forgot to do the EX for Converge.
Oh yeah, that's like
It's
a
just a
literal
beam.
laser. The X for Converge.
Yeah, it's a beam. That's
Yeah.
about it.
So this. The only
But
saving quality about this is the EX. I would make an F tier
kinda.
for it if I had to. I, I really hate this one.
You should rename D to Twist Up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Also,
there we
with
go.
Converge, I think you should put it above Chaser. Should you? Uh, I'm thinking. Uh, I don't know. You can put it in front of Chaser if you want. It doesn't really matter.
I don't really like it whatsoever, but since I don't like it, I'm putting it in.
S tier, baby.
I'll put it here.
I think it's
Yeah.
better with Converge. What? We should put it in C first.
All right. uh, now we have the first
Specials.
super art.
Uh, yes.
Yeah.
Miss
The first super
Chalice's
art.
Super Art. Not here.
It's the one where like they just shoot milk out of their heads. Pretty Sigma.
Yeah, Miss Chalice's is just the same thing, but uh, up and down. It
It's
does do
gonna
more
be
damage, but harder.
yeah, it's gonna be hard to like rank these differently from weapons because obviously they're better than weapons. That's the whole point. But
Kinda.
how do we rank them then? I
By their
think
usefulness.
all right. So situational. This works on pretty much every boss. I haven't done a boss where it
Yeah.
doesn't work on.
Yep.
Yeah. So where are we thinking? Well, I'll try. Well,
Um,
I mean, it has to be an S. But before or
I think
after?
it's S.
I think after because it's more useful, and it can be used on anything really.
Yeah.
Then we have which is this one? The spinning one or the invincibility?
I think invincibility.
Yeah, I don't really like the
Um,
invincibility. If it lasted longer, I
it's
might
good for like
rank it higher. But I mean, it doesn't.
yeah.
So
It's good for getting P ranks. And that's about
oh,
it.
P rank. I mean, if you're really into that, we'll. All right, sure.
I think it deserves. Still, that's being quite generous. B.
B. Where in B?
Yeah. Probably before. After there. Yeah. Sure. There.
All right. And then we have the spinning one where like muscular Cuphead comes out.
Ugh. I
I
never
feel
really
like
understood how this thing worked.
what do you say?
I've never understood how this thing works.
It like comes out of you, and then you can like, it kind of flies off to the direction you want it to go in.
It's just does it do more damage? It probably does do more damage than the Super Art one, but
Maybe.
you can also parry its heart after
Yeah. Oh yeah.
or while.
I, I don't like it more than Super Art 1, but I don't like it less than Super Art 2.
I think A is good.
Yeah, where in A?
There.
We haven't even talked about the
Um,
Chalice ones though. What's the Chalice one for 2?
you gain an extra life.
Alright. And what's the Chalice one for 3?
It's just a storm of people with like spears or
Oh
like
yeah.
something. Kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
She
it's
turns in.
really good.
Yeah, she just turns Roman in that one.
The second and third one. I would probably put Michelle's second and third one, and probably both in top of A, if
Alright.
not S.
Alright then. Fine.
Really good. Yeah.
Getting there. Miss Chalice saved them.
That, yeah.
Uh,
That's your only use.
You're lucky about the DLC. So then we have the
Is that hard
additional
ring?
heart.
Yeah. Uh oh, that's the additional heart, not hard ring. Oh, that's the one over there. Oh,
Heart ring's pretty good. But we're not talking about that, so.
yeah. Hmm. I know you do less damage, but not as less damage as double heart ring. But
Hmm.
hmm, interesting, very interesting. Probably bottom of B. See.
Right. No, I'm not gonna ask you.
I just remembered whetstone's a thing.
Oh. D might exist for whetstone.
Yep.
The coffee.
Classic.
Coffee.
I like this one.
Where you get like, you get really high, so your bar goes up.
That's probably the only one I would use instead of Miss Chalice or
Plain,
Smoke Bomb.
plain level. Just remember this. All the other super arts are kind of useless in the plane level that are in the original
Smoke
cuphead.
Bomb's really good. Trust.
Yeah, you have to
You
be
vanish
so
for
on
like
time to use smoke bomb.
0.1 seconds.
So where are we
If you're
thinking
good
then?
enough, you can just.
A maybe? What are we thinking? Where are we putting this, John?
Probably the bottom of A. I would put it higher, but like weapons are like weapons.
Smoke dash. Yeah.
We love this thing.
Let's
S.
go. Where are we thinking in S? I don't even. I'm not even with S.
Honestly, might after spread.
Yeah. All right. Pea sugar.
Uh, Wowzer, I forgot this about this thing.
This one just like makes you parry when you jump. If you're bad at pressing a button twice, I think you need to kill yourself. I'm
Okay, calm
sorry.
down
How is
there.
this
Calm down
useful?
there.
What? So where are you thinking?
Um,
Sorry.
I mean, if you're having trouble with the whatever that King's Gambit thing is, where you have to, it's all about parrying. I mean, it could be useful. That's
DLC is saving everything, isn't
probably
it? All right.
yeah.
So fine. We'll put it
See,
in B somewhere. Bottom of B.
that's very generous, but okay.
Where would you put it then?
Bottom of C.
Bottom of, but behind Twist Up.
Okay, not behind. Okay, um, after twist up.
All right then. So we got Twin Hearts.
One heart, but better, but at a higher cost of damage. Um, uh, it's good for how was it? It's good for running guns.
Go on.
And my Patriot is there you go. It's great for running guns. That's
Oh yeah.
pretty cool.
So, hmm.
Bottom of B.
All right. So we have wet
But
stuff.
okay, I don't think we need to talk about this.
All right. It
Yeah.
does barely any
Miss
damage. I'm
House,
sorry.
you get smoke bomb, uh,
You get smoke bomb,
an extra
more
heart,
hearts, coffin,
uh,
and then you get whetstone. You doesn't belong here. So astral
uh,
cookie S.
probably S, yeah.
Where an S? Behind or before smoke bomb?
After smoke death,
All right. Mystic
smoke bomb, yeah.
thingy mabob, which I can remember the name of. Trust.
This depends on which level it is on,
So
but I'm just
let's.
going to assume it's on max.
Yeah. All right. I'm max sure it'll have to be. Oh, they nerfed it though, didn't
Probably
they?
near the top of A. 'Cause the only
Yeah.
downside of it is that you start off with one heart, but you have the ring.
Yeah. So we have crack shots.
Yep, there. Yes, exactly.
All right. And now we have heart ring.
Heart ring. Not an S.
Not S.
Okay, yes, it is good, but like Miss Chalice.
All right. So where?
Um, near the top of A, probably after the. After? Before the mystic thingy.
For the mystic thingy. All right. There we go. So there's our rankings. If you don't agree with us, tell us why you're wrong. Um. So thanks for watching. If you wanna see more rankings, put down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. See you in the next one. Peace.